Question number 54 we are going to see now. An inertial observer A at rest measure the electric and magnetic field E that is equal to alpha comma 0 comma 0 and magnetic field B alpha comma 0 comma 2 alpha in the region where the alpha is a constant. Another inertial observer B moving with a constant velocity with respect to A measure the fields at E prime and fields as E prime is equal to Ex prime comma alpha comma 0 and then magnetic field B prime is equal to alpha comma By prime comma A, then the in unit C equal to 1 Ex prime and By prime are given respectively. What is the thing we are going to solve now? Here actually prime represents a moving observer frame. The without prime electric field magnetic field represents the rest observer frame.
So inertial observer A at rest measures the electric field. First, in S frame, maybe it's a rest frame. S is we can call it's rest frame. So he measures the electric field E equal to alpha comma 0 comma 0. Observer B is moving in the frame S prime, actually S rest frame, measure the magnetic field that is equal to alpha comma 0 comma 2 alpha. Another inertial observer B moving with a constant velocity with respect to A in the S frame, it's a moving frame with a constant velocity. He measures the electric field that you can call it is E prime. It is given E x prime comma alpha comma 0. Then he measures a magnetic field that is B prime equal to alpha comma By dash comma alpha. Here they are given the units C you have to take and C equal to 1. Then what is the value for Ex prime and Eby prime? This is a quantity they are asking. We are going to solve this problem by using the invariant quantities. We know the invariant quantity when we are measuring the electric and magnetic field with respect to the rest moving frame or moving to rest frame. There are two invariant quantity we need. The first invariant quantity, that is E dot B, it is invariant. That means whenever you are in the rest frame, if you are measuring the E dot B, it will be equal to the moving E dot B. So it is one of the invariant quantity. The another invariant quantity we want to know, it is that E square, the electric field square minus B square. This is another invariant quantity. The meaning of that, if you are moving with constant velocity, if you are taking the dot product between the electric and magnetic field, that will be equal to, if you are in rest frame, that E dot be the same. The same manner you can interpret here also. The E square minus B square will it be same as the whenever you are in rest frame as well as in your moving frame, this quantity won't change. That is these are the two invariant quantity we are going to use it now. First problem, if you are taking that E square B square for the rest frame as well as for the moving frame. Suppose first invariant quantity involved, you can take the first one. This is the first invariant quantity. This is the second invariant quantity in measuring the electric and the magnetic field. If you are taking the dot product between this E dot B, then the S frame E dot B, that would be equal to this E dot B, E prime dot B prime. This will be invariant. Either observer measuring the A observer here in S frame, the observer moving A, the S prime, observer moving, the observer is B here. Hence E dot B in the first case, if you are making the dot product, it's alpha dot alpha, alpha square, 0 dot 0, it's a 0, 0 dot 2 alpha, it's a 0 again. So alpha square, this would be equal to, if you are taking the dot product between these two, here it will give E prime dot alpha, that means x dot x or plus y dot y plus z dot z. Other dot product goes to 0. Then if you are taking this dot product, it will give alpha times by prime then if you are taking this dot product, it will be 0. Hence, if you are commonly taken out the alpha, it will give E prime plus B prime is equal to alpha square, or you can define the E prime plus P prime. If you are cancelling one alpha, that would be equal to alpha. So from the one invariant quantity, we got E prime B prime is equal to alpha. You have to take in this is the equation number 3. Next, we are going to use the another invariant quantity. That means the E square minus B square in the first frame, S frame, the rest observer A, that would be equivalent to the measured E square minus B square by the observer B in the S prime. So these two quantities are equal. So if you're taking the E square in the first frame, it would be nothing but it's alpha square plus Z square plus 0 square. So it would be equal to alpha square minus B square, that would be equal to alpha square, make the bracket, it's a 0 square, so 0, it's a 2 alpha whole square, it will be 4 alpha square. So this quantity will be equal to, now, E prime square. If you are taking the E prime square, it is Ex prime square plus alpha square plus 0 square minus that B prime square. Here it's actually B prime square. If you're taking this square, so alpha square plus By prime square plus alpha square. So here we are, first what we did, E square we are taking, that means E dot E, then minus B dot B. So here we have all the quantities are in the vector form. Similar manner, the E prime square minus B prime square. In the left hand side, you can cancel this alpha square minus alpha square, then minus into 4 alpha square, you have minus 4 alpha square left hand side. Right hand side we have Ex prime square plus alpha square. If you are multiplying here alpha square plus alpha square, 2 alpha square, so minus 2 alpha square minus By square. So here alpha square minus 2 alpha square, it will give minus alpha square plus Ex square, we have Ex prime square minus By prime square, actually here it is prime, equal to minus 4 alpha square. If the alpha square coming to the left hand side, it will be plus alpha square, so we have Ex prime whole square By prime square, that would be equal to minus 4 alpha square plus alpha square, it will be minus 3 alpha square. This is the next equation we have already, but we need to find what is our Ex and By, that value in terms of alpha we need to find. So for that purpose, we are going to couple these two equations, we are going to solve these two equations. Here in we are going to use the basic formula, A square minus B square is nothing but from the from the fourth equation, A square minus B square is nothing but A square A plus B into A minus B. Here we are going to take Ex prime plus By prime times Ex prime minus By prime, that would be equal to 3 alpha square. So this is we are just expanding. Already we know what is Ex plus By. Here from the equation number 3 we have, so from the 3 we are going to substitute the Ex prime plus By prime. Here actually we forgot to put Ex By, actually in this equation Ex By, yes, we got to be careful while solving the problem. So Ex plus By prime, it is alpha, so alpha we are substituting here, that would be equal to Ex prime minus By prime equal to minus 3 alpha square. So 1 alpha and 1 alpha, if you are cancelling, or if you are pushing that side, it will be in denominator, it will get cancelled. 1 alpha Ex prime By prime, that would be equal to minus 3 alpha. So this you have to take in the equation number 5. Now, so look at the equation number 3. You can add or subtract with the 3, then you will get what is ex by. Here what we are going to do, we are going to add the first 3 plus 5, the equation number 3 plus 5, that means substitute here and add it. The third equation is nothing but ex prime plus by prime, that would be equal to alpha. If you are adding this two equation, it will give 2ex prime, by prime anyway it will get cancelled, that would be equal to minus 2 alpha. If you are cancelling these two, ex prime is nothing but it's a minus alpha. Once if you know the ex prime, then we can simply do the ey prime, either substituting here or any one of the equation, it will give the what is the by prime. I am going to substitute this one in 3. If I'm substituting in 3, so the third equation is it is given, the third equation I'm going to substitute in this third equation. It is ex prime, it's minus alpha plus by prime is equal to alpha. So this will give this minus alpha going to the right hand side is plus alpha, so py prime is equal to alpha plus alpha, it is 2 alpha. So these are the values you should have, the ax prime as well as the by prime according to the invariant quantities.
So from the covariant equations, we got the answer E prime is minus alpha, B prime is plus 2 alpha. So fourth one is the right answer.